Hi, this is a Minute of Overpass. My name is Eric and I make apps. Now this week I want to talk about the importance of your app team. Okay, so one of the things that I really like about being an app developer is being able to do a lot with very little. So, like, I've worked, when I worked in contracts for like big investment banks or even working with clients now, it's unnerving to go into a meeting and you have like a meeting, say of 10 or 20 people, and you've got the regional head of so and so, and the manager of whatever, and the head of this department, and the project manager, and the project manager of all project managers, and then a handful of developers, and one person specializes on this and one person specializes on this for these very large projects which cost a lot of money and a lot of times fail. And to go from that to being working either on your own because you have the skills and putting things out there, or working with say a handful of developers or some friends, putting things together is a big. It's just so much different. It's just move, execute, and it's not so much about looking professional, but it's more about executing and producing more. So whereas a big company might take months to produce a product, a small company could take days or weeks to put something out live on the market. However, there's also this romanticism about being an app developer, which I like as well, is being able to do everything on your own. And for a long time I tried to do everything on my own too, but now I find it's much more difficult. You can't scale the amount of time that you have in a day. You can't, there's so much that you can't do. Now I still consider myself to be highly skilled, but I do work with a team of very talented people. For a while I was working with teams in India. I work with teams in the Philippines. A lot of people. I have right now we have 3 full-time people, and that kind of goes up and down based on our needs. So sometimes we'll hire more people and try them out. It's when you're hiring people, it's really difficult. You can't really tell how good a coder someone is by the way they interview, or even by the code samples, because people say things or they work in teams. So a lot of times you have to hire somebody on for, say, a few weeks or a few months to see how they do. But right now we have a pretty solid team, and I never address them. To look at the videos, you might think I work on my own, but I don't. We do have a very good people. So I'll just show you some of these people. Now, first of all, Overpass consists of me. So this is the avatar that Sandy, our designer, has done of me. I actually think I look kind of fat, but so you let me know. I don't know. It's it's based on my Twitter profile and all that kind of stuff. Now the next person is Sandy. Now Sandy's been working with me for, I think, nearly 2 years now. So she knows the ups and downs, and when things were going well and things weren't going well, and when we take on more clients than we can handle, or when we just focus on doing our own apps. In fact, everything that's design related, or actually no, I shouldn't say that. Most things that are design related in our apps are Sandy's work, because she's been with us for such a long time, or she's had some creative input into it. The other person is Calvin. Calvin's our another developer. So he works a lot on the Node.js, Ionic type stuff. So he helps a lot with that kind of stuff. So we're doing a lot of stuff on the Mongo stack, and Calvin's been with me for maybe 6 or 8 months, and he's just does a fantastic job too. And we got our newest addition, Maribel, who's been with us for a month. And if you call the Overpass number, it might be Maribel who answers, and she's writing a lot of the blog posts lately. So whereas before it was for me, I'm trying to do the apps, do the client work, outreach the clients, write the blog posts, all this kind of stuff. It's helping a lot to have this team in place. So now, if you're like a lone developer like I was, it's not that difficult to find people to help out. So it's the kind of thing which I highly encourage. People have left in the comments saying, "Oh, I do all the code myself. I don't outsource anything," which is great, but there's only so much you could do, right? And there's one thing I keep going over and over and over again is you might know the code really well. You might be able to produce the best thing on your own. You might do the code and design, and all the marketing, all this kind of stuff, but you can't do them all at once. right? If you have one app and you're so sure that it's going to work that you can spend every working, 30% of your time on marketing, 30% on your time on development, 30% on your time on all that kind of stuff, then that's fine. But more often than not, you kind of need help. You need a team in place, and that's just something that I found over the past few years. So that's my message this week is. You can't do it all alone. No man is an island. No woman is an island. And so that's it. Look at getting a team. It's not that difficult, and it helps you so much in the long run. So that's it. I'll talk to you next week.
Hey, I really hope you liked that video. Now I do these once a week, so if you want to hear more, or you want to hear more about our experiences with the App Store, either Google Play or iTunes, please go ahead and subscribe to the channel, and please like this video and leave a comment. I love reading the comments. I love hearing what you have to say, even if it's just hello or whatever. And like I say before, if you're not sure what to say in a comment, like I never know what to say in a comment, I'll make it easier for you. Like if you liked it, just go ahead and say gnarly, which is an 80s term, or if you didn't like it, just say bogus, and if you didn't think any of it, just say right? So that would be a big help. And another thing you could do, which I'd really appreciate it, if you're on the App Store and you want to try one of our apps, look up some of the Overpass apps applications, either on iTunes or Google Play, and leave a review and let us know what you think about it, either good or bad. But it's we're all trying to build up in the market, so that would be a big help. So that's it. I'll talk to you next week.